Hey guys, Elite Legionarii here, and today I'm bringing you a 4-player free-for-all on, I don't remember the name of the map to be honest, but it's a desert one obviously, and a rather good one. I'm in command of the Mongols, Doc Holliday's in command of the Moors. Levernicus actually goes for a different faction other than Spain this time and decides to take up arms as Russia, and third window on the left comes at us with Aztecs. This is very unusual, and to be honest, I was just mucking around with the Aztecs the other day on the America's campaign, and actually they're quite good if you just use them really in big numbers and do mass charges and stuff. They move around like twice as fast as normal armies, so it's kind of cool. So I might have to muck around with them sometime. But anyway,
we need to act.
Really enjoy playing as the Mongols. So my army consists of 2 Mongol heavy archers, 5 dismounted heavy archers, I think it was 4 or 5, 4 units of dismounted heavy lancers, there were 2 Nafatoons in there, and there were 5 Khan's Guard, which I kind of squander a bit in this fight. Not squander, but they don't work quite as well. I kind of muck up with them somewhere. With his Moorish army, Doc comes in with 2 of these devastating camel gunners, and I have to be extremely careful here, which is why I'm so eager to destroy them before they inflict enormous casualties on me. Already I've taken a lot of damage to them. That's why I want to get them out of the piece quickly, so I'm using all my missile fires going on to these camel gunners, because I know for a fact they can kill anything like it's just going out of fashion effortlessly if allowed to continue the fight for long enough. So he has several desert archers, dismounted Tuareg spearmen, most of his frontline spearmen, dismounted Christian Guard, desert archers again, bodyguard, camel spearmen, Sudanese javelinmen, some Christian Guard, but yeah, I really want to kill these gunners quickly, so I just do quick decisive charges and then kill them off with heavy archers and things. So here he charges in with his Tuareg spearmen, camel spearmen, and both me and him should be getting desert bonuses out here, particularly, I know for a fact that he will be. I'm pretty sure the Mongols get it as well though. So here I come in, and I'm going to intercept his Christian Guard here from 2 sides, but I failed to recognise that so many of his forces with spears, so I make quite a lot of mistakes and allowing my men to stay in the fight for way too long. So I'm going to bring my own guys down. This battle goes very quickly. But his infantry is quite a bit better than mine. So I'm going to sling my horse archers around the flank here. And over here,
his warriors will avenge him and not despair.
I lost my warlords very quickly. My warlord footfalls is bad, and I've got his bodyguard and here some other Khan's Guard, but it's my archers that do so well in this fight, thankfully. And I am starting to rout his forces, but I've made a big mistake in that my guys have got snagged on a lot of his spears, and I did not realise, I didn't pay close enough attention. I see a mass rout going on, so I'm like real confident, and it comes against me and costs me a lot of my men, unfortunately. Fortunately though, where are they? They are here somewhere. My Nafatoons will be tossing their bombs and doing quite a bit of damage. Now I could have, as you can see, I'm having quite a nice effect with my Nafatoons on his bodyguard. I'm wondering if I might have hit some of my own men while this is going on, because it's quite hard to maintain track of it. I want to pull my archers out, don't want them getting weakened in this. But my Khan's Guard barely come out of this, and they're going to get pretty badly damaged by these Sudanese javelinmen actually served him really, really well. And that fight took away pretty much everything of mine, and it did take out pretty much everything it has, but it has regrouped.
We are winning this battle. Soon our cowardly foe will flee like a whipped dog.
Fortunately I did have a slight hill, but if you look at it, it's not really much of a hill. It's pretty even inclined. It is quite steep over here though, but it's alright over here, pretty even.
Is running like a startled goat. Hunt him down.
So, his missiles are coming in though.
The enemy force remains between us and victory.
So let's have a look at the Aztecs and the Russians going at it. Lav comes up for this hill and goes down for a nice cav charge, a very good decision. Now the Aztecs will come in big numbers, just swamp on in really big numbers. and it does cause a huge amount of damage. So that's the thing with Aztecs. They're very brave and fight in really big numbers, but they're pretty the weakness they have is no cavalry and no spears to answer
we have
it.
lost half our warriors.
So I've lost most of my cav and infantry, but my Napatoons are going to be very useful in this fight. As you can see, I've got nice pots of explosive fire coming down on these Moors, but I'm probably hitting some of my own. That'll start to rout a lot of these Moorish forces. These camel gunners are reforming, as one of them's reformed. That's bad. A lot of his missile units are there. But these dismounted heavy archers are very, very useful. As are these Mongol heavy archers. They're pretty much the same unit, just dismounted and mounted basically. And I finally managed to rout most, if not all, of Doc's forces, but not at enormous loss to my infantry and cavalry. I've maintained pretty much come out unscathed in my foot archers and horse archers, but it's been costly. But I had a slight high edge. I wouldn't say it was a huge one.
We are winning this battle.
Considering
soon our cowardly foe will flee like a whipped dog.
Considering I had less men than him, so anyway, let's get to the Aztec-Russian fight. So once the Russian infantry comes in, again he's going to have a slight high advantage. I always think you should take advantage of it. Doesn't mean you helicamp. You basically just go down from height, so you get a downhill advantage on the enemy.
Our brave warriors have killed our foe. We are winning this battle. Soon our cowardly foe will flee like a whipped dog.
So very epic fights in this mix up, but these Aztec warriors are bloody good. They can fire hard. Was Spearman used in this group of Russians? I guess he must have suspected he could have been fighting my Mongol army. Interesting move here by Third Window with a huge clump of archers. I wouldn't have clumped them like this because they'd just be beautiful targets. If I saw cavalry, I'd be all over that right now. So I'm going to just use this height advantage to outrange his missile units. And I want to kill these camels because they are extremely dangerous still. And I'm not adverse to hill camping, but he charged me before I even had a chance, so what just ended up happening. But I was willing to come down off it, as I did come down off it.
We are winning this battle. Soon our cowardly foe will flee like a whipped dog.
So that works nicely. Anyway, the Aztecs are putting up a good fight, but the sheer rate of Russian numbers is going to rip them to pieces. And now the archers, I think, are going to come in to do battle. Aztec forces are always massive in numbers, but they're not bad quality either, but they just got no answer to cavalry, really. For instance, 5 heavy infantry units needed to just stop one cavalry. It's really, really tough. He's also got all these Cossack musketeers. These guys are pretty up there units. And I will certainly be using them in my next use Russia, I think, whenever that is. But I think in future, sometime in the future, I'll be bringing in an Aztec battle. If I can. Whether I can win as them is a different story, but this was an extremely bloody fight between me and Doc, though. It does end with me winning, but not what one might call a Pyrrhic victory, I guess. So I'm going to pull out and make my way over to this fight. And the archers continue to fire away. I was surprised Levinicus didn't just charge with those cavalry he has, if he has any left. Or just charge downhill with his infantry. He could have destroyed all of us. But a very fun fight to watch, to be honest. The Aztecs are actually kind of a cool faction, so I must try them more in future, or give them a crack. I don't think I've ever used them, because I've always thought to myself, no cavalry, no armoured units, and strange funny looking pyjama outfits. But I know historically they were probably pretty fanatical warriors, but they had some pretty disturbing beliefs, in all honesty. I'm going to give them a go in future, I think. I mean, these guys are quite cool. But I mean, their weapons are kind of like, they kind of use like strange obsidian, like if I remember, like obsidian style stones, sort of chipped into these kind of clubs and things like that. It's quite cool, interesting, but pretty primitive. You wouldn't really realistically think they'd have a great chance against an advanced European power, and more or less that it wasn't so much that they had a huge advantage in numbers over, like Cortez and the Spanish conquistadors and stuff historically, and that's one of the reasons they were able to do so well. But I think it was more like the diseases that killed the natives more than the Spanish themselves, the ones that, so yeah. So a very glorious bloody field of battle there. But I could have used my cav a bit better. But I'm just going to triple speed, guys, because this sort of goes on for a while, this missile dueling, and I'm on my way. But yeah, the Aztecs could be a very interesting faction to use, and it looks like he's coming downhill, so I'll watch for that. I mean, if there's nothing really wrong with using your missile dual, missiles on a hill for a while, not really. It's if you just hill camp the entire game and do absolutely nothing. But I don't think there's anything wrong with, like using a hill to increase the range of your missile units to weaken your enemy. But I think if you just stand there the whole game and have no intention of ever coming off it, it's not good. And there's a lot of these archers here. And they're actually doing a lot of damage. I don't know if Levernicus was experiencing that musketeer glitch I was talking about, or if he just let it happen, I don't know. But it doesn't look like his men are responding to this, or not very well anyway. So I'm going to triple again, guys, because this just goes on for quite some time. It looks like, here he goes, coming downhill with his infantry. I'm not sure why he waited so long to do this. I would have just come down and absolutely crapped on them with my infantry, if it were me. These Aztec warriors are just no match now. These archers are not going to have a clue or a chance. And I think I forgot to put this on squad res, so this is probably an LMS game, which is very unusual for me because I don't do it. Again, the only time I play LMS is if I forget.
Hunt them down.
And if I had cavalry right now in a squad game, I'd be all over this as well. But he's going to reform up on his hill while I was looking for opportunity to get in. I was trying to look around the hill, see if there was any way I could approach it from an easier angle, but sort of perhaps here around sort of this area, which is sort of around where I end up going anyway. So I'm going to triple, guys. As you can see, I'm making my way over, but I will not be able to defeat Levernicus, I don't think. But yeah, sort of along here, guys, as you can see, it's kind of basically where the Aztec was. It's probably the most flattest. But I mean, I didn't expect to win anyway, so I didn't really strain myself trying to think of some good strategy or something. So I lose quite a few archers getting over there.
We are winning this battle. Soon our cowardly foe will flee like a whipped dog.
So I don't have the range, while Levernicus does. So I'm going to have to rush it, which I do, with my Mongol hordes. And I still do have my Nafatoons, which come in real handy soon. A very good unit. But I mean, when you look at all these guys with their armour on and stuff, you think how they stand it in this desert. I know it would. I mean, I live here in New Zealand, which is a not cold country, but it's much cooler than most other countries in the world. It doesn't really have a lot of very high temperatures.
We need to act.
Average about 20 degrees Celsius, 20 degrees Celsius. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. It's like 3 times that or something. I don't know if it's like 60 Fahrenheit. I don't know. I know you Americans do it in Fahrenheit, but and a few other countries I think do it. But yeah, so I don't know how people could stand wearing all that armour in the desert, because I mean, I know I couldn't, because like I said, I live in a country that's not actually all that warm. It's mostly cold or cooler. So I used my cav here to make a strike against some of his caustic musketeers, but it doesn't work, and unfortunately one of them routs, but they'll come back later. These Mongol heavy archers prove really useful. They're actually not too bad at melee fighting, and they do have a mace, which gives them a little extra too. And I see these musketeers unguarded, so I'm going to have a crack. And I do manage to do quite a bit of damage. He's bringing spearmen, I'm going to get out of it. He's bringing cav, I'll just come out of it again. I do believe my archers did regroup somewhere nearby. Here they are. But I'm out of ammo with them, so this is why I can't really skirmish. But while this is happening, provides distractions, keeps his musketeers sort of running back while that's happening. I can use my other units. So here I managed to start to win this fight, and I'm going to come with a charge from behind. So amazingly, his troops are a lot more tired than mine, which I think is what it is, because I was starting to win this fight. This is what I was talking about, but I do get a bonus in the desert being a Mongol faction, or like Mongols, Turks, Egypt, Moors. They all get bonuses in the desert, which makes them quite a bit harder.
And we have far to go before we can claim victory.
So I do manage to inflict quite a lot of damage to him, but I do lose that unit as well. And I realise what's happening, so I'm just going to charge in, and I'm going to use my Nafatoons here. I'm surprised he might not have spotted this, because I managed to inflict quite a considerable amount of damage with these Nafatoons. And these are the kind of units that cause most routes, and I decided to charge my cav the moment I started doing that. And I target elsewhere now with my Nafatoons, because I don't want to hit my own cav.
Only half their men left.
So I do get quite a lot of casualties with my Nafatoons and my horse archers. But I mean, my archers have been going hardcore shooting at the same time. So I mean, this is where muskets are not as effective as archers, because they just can't lob shots over the top. And I kill this unit of warrior sons more or less, but it does cost me my archers, and I think this time they're finally gone. This unit regrouped, so as you can see, my horse archers have got tons of kills.
Soon our cowardly foe will flee like a whipped dog.
And I see these muskets down here, so I'm going for it. And I should get them nicely. I can't remember if my Nafatoon survived or died. I think they're dead now at last. But my horse archers actually do keep coming back. It's quite interesting. But I am finally, I think it's the only one left. No, both of them have survived. So I'm going to go in for hammer and anvil, and hopefully I can do some damage. And I'm going to bring in my heavy archers, because again, although they're archers, the Mongol archers and heavy archers and heavy mounted archers are actually quite capable as heavy infantry and heavy cavalry units, respectively. And because I'm in the desert, I'm getting bonus, so my troops are a little more hardcore than usual. So I'm just going to go in for the charge in a moment. We just got tired of getting attacked, and he's going to come in, but I'm going to come in from behind here with my Mongols, and again his troops are much more exhausted than mine. The big difference is my troops are eager with a green light there, his are all exhausted and red, so that's why they're routing so quickly, not so much that it's bad tactics and anything. Although I would have massed
soon our cowardly foe will flee like a whipped dog.
I probably would have mass rushed me at the beginning of it anyway, straight down the hill while I was organising if I'd been him, because it might have just made it harder for me. So I managed to rout all his infantry, and I'm going to do a charge to try and kill out his Cossack musketeers now. And I still have some of my Mongol heavy archers, so these guys and the archers are really like the champs of this fight. But I do believe they finally rout when I try and come in here. He still has his general squad guard, which is going to intercept me. And unfortunately they rout though. But I've still got some missiles firing away. So my dismounted heavy archers and
We need to act.
heavy mounted archers were very, very deadly in this fight. Much more so than my Khan's Guard, which are usually the most deadly unit. But the Mongols are one of my favourite factions in this game. So these Cossack musketeers, he's just going to go down with them and blast me apart. But this was extremely close. I wasn't expecting it to last quite this long, in all honesty. But just very, very, very excellent units, and they're very good in the desert. It's obviously proving in this fight. And he hasn't got as good a line of fire.
We are winning this battle. Soon our cowardly foe will flee like a whipped dog.
But his line of fire is not quite as strong. Again, that's where muskets are not quite as effective. And Cossack musketeers are some of the best in the game. And I will be using some next time I use Russia, but pretty recent battle is Russia, so it might be all the way yet. And I believe I have since run out of ammo, and I am starting to get kind of banged up a bit. So I'll just charge up the hill, and for one last glorious charge, and hope I can break them, but I don't think I will. I was pretty uncertain that I would. And my men are taking heavy casualties on the approach. And his men are still on skirmish mode, oddly enough. Well, he's going to rally his men with his general there, if you saw that, and he's going to charge down. And that will put my Mongol heavy archers straight to rout. And here I'm charging this Cossack right here, but it is going to prove futile in the end, because my archers are now on the run. But I'm extremely pleased with their effort today, as well as my mounted archers. All my units worked out really well. Those two units worked out well, and so did the Nafatoons. But I'm finally beaten.
1,000 curses. Our men are running like cowards. Rally them before victory runs away with them.
So the victory does run away with them, but it was a very good effort. If it had been scored res, I would have won, and usually I would put any FFA or free-for-all on scored, so that's my own fault. But I would not. I consider it in a lot of ways. Lavernicus sent a message to me, and he said he considered me the winner anyway, because we would have normally done scored. So I consider it a victory really, but he still fought really well. So I had 1,111 men, 1,025 men were destroyed, so pretty much everything. Got 86 left, but I got 1,536 kills and 256 captures. I got 1,800 really, 1,800 all up. So I got a lot. Doc had 1,441, he got lost 1,284, had 157 left, 595 there with 7 captures, just over 600, but did a good job against my heavy cavalry. Lavernicus had 1,567, he had 1,083, got 484 men remaining, and 1,233 plus 136, so he did pretty up there too. And Third Window had the big Aztec army of 1,819, had 1,015 men lost, and 804 men remaining, got 656. So if you look at the statistics, I mean, Khan's Guard, only really 2 of them did very good. I think I have another one down the bottom here, and it only got 20, so my Khan's Guard didn't really do that great. Only 2 of them did any good really. My Mongol heavy archers, look at this, 285, 231 with 43 and 47 each. So they, this unit got over 300 all up, and this unit got nearly 300. My heavy lancers actually didn't do too bad. They're not much of an infantry unit, but they didn't do too bad. My heavy archers are 137, 182, 89, 103, And now for tunes, 81 for that one, 30 for that one. So this was a build about the Mongol heavy archers for the most part, and the heavy the dismounted heavy archers, extremely good missile units and quite capable as infantry too. So very good game to Doc Holliday, Lavernicus and Third Window on the left. I wish I put it on the scoreboard because then I would have say victory instead of defeat, but I consider it a victory anyway because it was really well put together and it came together nicely. So great game to you guys. I hope your viewers enjoyed, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.